cosmos, angels, ancestors, way shores, guides, ascended masters, archangels, galactic federation, council of light, elementals, fae, and all benevolent beings of light on our holy, heavenly, divine team. What do we need to know today about this God-made, self-proclaimed celebrity energy? All you need to know is that you already have it. You were born with it. It was given to you. Others do not dictate the way that your destiny goes. It's all about where your intention and energy flows. Your focus on your affirmations and on completely shifting your life and quantum leaping out of previous energy has shifted you into this moment. I heard this is it, into this moment. It's coming to fruition. It has come to fruition. God is making you this well-known energy. Look at this. You could be a King of Pentacles, or you are visualizing yourself as this King of Pentacles, this Wheel of Fortune energy. The wheel is in your favor. The wheel has turned, and it was all about your self-concept because you needed to stop putting these energies on a pedestal. And I know this is kind of like a different live than we normally have, and I'm like, God has me changing things up a little bit just because of how things have shifted. Welcome in, Galactic Golden Nuggies. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? What's up, family? Hello. Grand rising, grand evening, and grand night to all of you gorgeous golden galactic nugs across the world. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? I hope you're feeling luxurious, because if not, you're about to be. You about to be living luxurious, that's for sure. For those of you with this self-concept that have completely changed the way you perceive your reality, no matter what circumstances you're living in, you have quantum leaped into the reality of your dreams. And yes, it is other people's nightmare seeing you successful because of what they said about you. There was a lot of gossip, a lot of slander, a lot of defamation because these energies anticipated you succumbing to that. They anticipated you being what it is they said about you. But you elevated far beyond anything they could have ever conceived. They knew you could do it, they just didn't think you would. So if you're feeling lots of energy, turn the anxiety or anxiousness into excitement. Your soul's excited about this new level. And there's a lot of weight when it comes to the lower level collective, the darker collective, because of the things being orchestrated in their reality. There has been a complete disconnect when it comes to how they're able to push certain energetic workings into our reality, into our environments, and into our mental states. The higher you are when it comes to your elevation and vibration, the less likely you are to be influenced by darker workings. And that's what they didn't want you to know, is they wanted to keep using your power against you in order to influence your reality. But instead, like, you taking your power back and going, no, I'm not allowing this to have any type of interference or power over me or my reality or where I'm going, pushed it back into their reality. Massive backfire. Hello. Yeah, block them all out. And it's also about being careful about what you allow yourself to ingest. Like, I know that some of us, the majority of us, are very curious to see what's, happening, like where certain things are. But like, if you allow yourself to succumb to the reality of like so many karmic situations, you will continue to manifest them. So if you're continually watching tarot that like displays a certain narrative, you are manifesting that narrative. Like right now with your manifestation abilities, you need to be very careful with what you're allowing to be a part of your reality, what you're allowing yourself to ingest the majority of the time. And excuse the like irritable energies that are coming through in here. This is exactly what I'm talking about with what you allow yourself to ingest, what you allow yourself to intake, because these energies are seeing us elevate. They're seeing us really bring forth a reality they didn't want to accept for us. That's why they attempted to push us into a lower level narrative, a lower level reality, why they wanted us to be everything they said that we were. Because it would put them in a position of power, and it would keep us from elevating in certain ways where we would, this is going to sound bad, but you know what, we're going to say it, that we would be put in a position to be above them. And that's how they're looking at us. I'm not saying that we're above them, but I'm saying that's how they were looking at us if we reached a certain level. So we're going to get into it. We're going to see what's going on, what Spirit wants us to know. New beginnings coming through. And also, I'm not going to be looking heavily at the chat because you guys know that the hoobly jublies be hoobly jubling and being a mess in the achievement unlocked. This is what I mean about changing your entire perception of your reality. Changing how you view your circumstances, even if your physical reality is not matching what you are seeing. Each and every successful energy viewed their reality this way even before they reached it. And the reason I paused is because there are some energies that gained their elevation through darker means. So not each and every person of a certain status or a certain level achieved it in a light divine way. But God put you in a position to receive this, to have this. This is why you went through all of the persecution that you did. This is why you grew up in a narcissistic karmic family dynamic, why you were always the outcast and the black sheep, but you were always a trendsetter. It's like people mocked what you did, but then would copy it. They put you down, but then attempted to take on your persona as their own. It's like they wanted you to stop doing what you were doing so they could do it because they thought they could do it better and that it would lead them to abundance that it was leading you to. So any energy that had anything to say about you is watching you rise above it. I just heard the marathon continues. That's Nipsey Hussle energy. It doesn't stop when you shouldn't stop when it gets hard is what I just heard. That's when you should go harder. And it's not about burning yourself out. It's about going harder in your belief system of how your reality should look and how you're willing to traverse through hell to get there without allowing hell to attach to you. So Ascended Masters are walking with the collective on this one. For those of you resonating with this, where you know that you have been designated for a certain position, the Ascended ones are making sure you get there, but you're meant to take action in certain areas. You are being observed by energies that want to work with you. They see the light in you, but it's like in the same way that Nipsey Hussle had to take certain steps and XXXTentacion had to take certain steps and Mac Miller, it's like you earn your position. This is you earning, you've already earned your position. Look at this positive outlook. You've earned your position. They've been watching you for a long time. They watched you bounce back. They watched the way that God maneuvered you. I heard you are an asset, and I just looked up and it was 737, which adds up to 8, infinite abundance. You've been praying for this. You've been praying for not like an infinite amount of abundance. You've been praying for stability, peace, happiness, joy. And it's like you praying for this, God is assuring you you're receiving it, but so much more because of what you have overcome. And it's like other darker elite energies are being pushed out to make room for you, but it's like they knew you were coming. Energies have had eyes on you, and some of you may know this, you may feel it. You just know this. Without a shadow of a doubt, you know that God has solidified your spot for you. You just didn't know how much of a high profile position this would be. Some of you didn't want to be a celebrity, but you kept feeling it. It's like you may be more introverted, but you become more extroverted and you just sit in the know. Like the energy around you is celebrity. People view you this way, or like high profile, like abundant. People view you the way your energy is coming off, even if you try and hide it. You cannot be concealed. You're a success in the making. Like everything that you went through put you into this. They said the tests were the testimony. Yes. But everything that you went through, it's gonna be, you guys know when you see on YouTube these people that have talked about these celebrities or these stars that have talked about what they have overcome in their life to like put them in a certain position. Where it's like Katy Perry was like, yeah, I slept in my car while I was handing out my demos. I was working 3 jobs. This is you. Like you're going to have a moment where you are talking about, and the fact that y'all keep coming in here saying Doja Cat, that's just confirmation of how my energy is coming off. So, I mean, that's a compliment. Thank you. But that's what I mean. Like people are seeing your energy a certain way. They may even be like looking at you like certain celebrities. This is interesting. Like you're already radiating. You can't hide. You're already radiating what it is you've stepped into. And you're going to be talking about like where you came from, how you overcame everything. And I can feel the slight hesitation of like, I don't want to come off unhumble, but it's not about you being unhumble. It's you knowing what God has you destined for, what you're meant to do here with this position. Oh my God. It's about what did I just say? Inner knowing, about what you know you're meant to do in this position. The changes you're going to be making. Yeah, like you don't have a choice. I'm sorry. I know we all have free will, but it's like God put you in this position to receive this prosperity that they are supporting because of what you are meant to do here. And they want you to be open and receptive to how it's going to come in because you've been being monitored. Hi, sweetheart. It is way too hot to cuddle, but I'll get into it. Somebody may have feelings for you. Somebody in a high profile position. Ganesh is moving obstacles. As you guys know, Ganesh works with the collective to move obstacles. Sweetheart, I said no, it's too hot. But I get what you're trying to say. So there may be somebody in a high profile, there is somebody that's been observing you. For some of you, not all of you, that has caught feelings. I don't know if we're going to get into this, but we might. Let's see what we got going on. Wholeness. I heard with this card, infinite waters, to infinity and beyond. Wholeness. Channel it to me. What are we looking at? You pieced yourself back together. No matter how many energies came against you to break you down. You were meant to be broken. Your soul crushed. What these people did to you, whoever it was, whatever energies grouped up together, it was to steal from you. To steal from you the light you held within. But they had to break you down to get it. But you just wouldn't break. This is you being whole within yourself. You have attracted in your counterpart, but it's because you never felt like you needed them. It was like you didn't rely on others because you felt like energies just let you down. You said, whoever is meant to be in my life will prove themselves. But in this moment in time, I've got to rise into my power. I cannot let my life go the way these other energies want it to go. And they were fighting tooth and nail. They may even still be attempting to break you down, but it's nothing. It's like swatting a fly. Like these energies attempted every tactic to keep you from fully stepping into your celebrity, fully stepping into your light, being seen. This could be karmic family, karmic friends, karmic ex-partners, even a current relationship you're in where you just feel torn down. You were shit on continuously, but it's because of who you are. They always saw it. You always had strangers tell you how incredibly amazing you are and how you should be seen and how they love you and adore you. Yet the people closest to you always shit on you. This is why. Because they wanted what you may have even had exes start copying what you're doing. People start taking on your persona, like doing what you're doing. And you were like, hey, wait a second. I was just doing that and you guys were making fun of it. Because they didn't want you to access your full potential from what it is. It's like when you are in your light, when you're your happiness, you are glowing, like people are drawn to you. You are a beacon of light and they wanted to take that from you. They wanted to be that. So some of you had karmic family members, karmic exes, karmic friends, all attempting to be you while destroying you. And that may have just registered for you where people would crush your dreams. They would talk shit on what you wanted to do, but then they would start doing it. That's why. They wanted to harness the light you have without you ever acknowledging what you were meant to do here. And this is be seen. Some of you have people that even threw you under the bus to try and get fame and fortune, and they're seeing you get it because of how many times they've attempted to harness your energy for their own success. And this is what has drawn these eyes to you. Some of you have celebrities, content creators, very well-known energies looking at you, and they're drawn to you. And it's because of how many energies wanted to throw you and did throw you under the bus for success, only for you to be seen. only for you to be perceived, because these are the enhancements you're getting. They basically sacrifice themselves to put you in a position. It's like their energy is feeding the portal that you stepped through. And that, you know what, I did have a dream, and I'm going to tell you guys about it. Look, blessings right there with energetic movement and promise of the future. I'm going to tell you guys the dream I had. I wasn't going to, because it really rocked me. Like, it had me shaken for a minute, but like Spirit is telling me I need to go into this dream that I had. So in this dream, I had certain karmic family members and karmic friends and even my karmic exes grouped together, and they had done this ritual, which was very similar to the ritual that had been done on me like a year ago. And during this ritual, there was a break in time. There was a fracture, and it was this portal that had opened, and I had been sucked into it. And in this portal, it was an alternate universe. It was an alternate timeline where I was traversing through all of the decay of other people's harvests to get to mine. And I was being walked through this decay. It was strawberries with maggots on it. And I was like, what is this? And my guide was like, everything that you're never going back to, but everything they attempted to sacrifice you for, only to find out later that it was decaying. And I was like, okay, so where are we going? And I'm not going to tell you what my guide said, but my guide gave me a specific city and was like, we're going here. And I was like, why are we going there? And my guide let me know it's because there are opportunities there for you. And I realized in this dream that the timeline that I had been pulled into, I had only been pulled into this timeline because of the fact other people wanted to go, but they had used my energy. And some of you may resonate with this. For those of you that, like, you know, people did sacrifices on you and like did some weird shit to you and was doing magic and hoobly jubbly. They used our energy to attempt to get this success. But our energy was the key to opening this gateway where only those that harnessed this energy could go. So in other words, they used our energy to open up a timeline that we got sucked into. Our highest vibrational timeline that would only let those with the energy of us, with our energy pass, and we called our energy back as we moved into this timeline. But we didn't ask for this. We were minding our business, enjoying the fruits of our labor at that time, because it's when we were our happiest. It's when we felt like our most successful, our most loved. That's when they would attempt to harness our energy. This is why so many of us kept getting repeated towers when we felt like we were at our highest point, when we were living our best lives, and then all of a sudden shit would start breaking down and like towers would come out of nowhere. It's because there were energies attempting to harvest our energy at its highest potential to manifest their dreams. Well, it's something about all of these energies coming together to do this, that it's a timeline rift that we got sucked into, our highest vibrational timeline, where these energies could not go because they did not have access to it, because they did not have our energy. We called it back. So with this is you in your highest vibrational timeline manifesting your highest vibrational outcomes, but you need to be in the vibration of it because others are trying to get in. But they're trying to access your energy in order to get into the timeline that you're in, because they're in a nightmare. And I hope y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. Basically, they ended up sacrificing their own outcome, their own destiny, attempting to feed a timeline for themselves that wasn't meant for them. But it propelled you into it. It sped up your process. What would have taken you 10 years is now taking you 10 months or 10 weeks. You are now, because of how they attempted to manipulate your destiny, God shot you forward. You are now in your highest vibrational timeline, but it is up to you what you feed this timeline. Your dream was similar. This is what it meant. Like any energy that came up against the collective in order to harness our energy for their own Wheel of Fortune and highest vibrational timeline, it was forfeited to the collective. So not only are we being pushed into our highest vibrational timeline, but theirs has been forfeited because of what they attempted to do and given to those that are going to be of use to the divine. So like I said, your process has been sped up. You are going to be moving into a timeline that like might be kind of, soul awakening. It's going to be slightly unnerving because of how quickly these shifts are happening for you. For us, you may be feeling shifts as we speak. And a lot of these energies, they're continually feeding this timeline with their lower vibrational energy. Anything they're directing at the collective is being transmuted into light. And we are moving upon this timeline in light. So let's get into it. What are we going to be? Yep, look, guidance. And you know, I did talk about the guide. Again, yes, judgment on all of these lower vibrational energies. I did talk about the guide that was leading me. Some of you, you've spotted your guides, you've seen them, you feel them all around you. Some of you are being guided by Archangel Michael. These energies are, it's an assurance. Nothing can take you off your pathway in this moment in time. Nothing. It's almost like when you have a negative thought, it's immediately corrected. And if you've had this happen where you just can't be depressed, I won't say can't be depressed, but it's like you quickly shift energies. It's because you've got guides that are not allowing you to manifest a lower vibrational outcome for yourself. It's because you're already in it. You are already in this timeline where your daydreams are becoming a reality. Some of you are having prophetic visions and you don't know that's what's going on. Some of you keep daydreaming about certain outcomes where you're like, man, why do I keep seeing myself on stage? Why do I keep seeing myself talking to news anchors? Why do I keep seeing myself getting interviewed? That's because that is you connecting with your future self. That is you integrating the timeline that you are already in faster. How do I put this? The timeline that you are already in, it's like your future self is your present self, but you're integrating the steps faster. Thank you. You're integrating the steps to get there faster. You're getting the downloads of how you need to move and what is being incorporated in this time in order for you to achieve this outcome. Oh my gosh. And I can feel that there is a lot of irritability. But this irritability is being transmuted and alchemized into resilience. Pure alchemy at this level. You're changing, and it's a good thing. This is something you're going to be able to hold in your hands within the coming weeks. For those of you that have been doing consistent affirmations and visualizations, this is coming to fruition. Like now. You are in the timeline you've been visualizing. I'm sorry. Some of these comments have me, what did I just say? I was just talking about you are changing. Look at this personal transformation coming out. As above, so below, as within, so without. This transformation is happening as we speak, and your reality is matching the energy you've been in the majority of the time. Other energies do not have the key to access your reality. Y'all really need to sit in this energy, like this mode of like, black magic cannot affect you unless you give it your power. Unless you give them the keys to affect you. Like, yes, do your cleansing. Yes, say your prayers all day, every day. Like, I don't skip a day praying. But this is also acknowledging that, like, look at the power that you hold. What you're capable of doing. Have these other energies ever been able to do what you can do? No, like, there's something being unlocked within you that, like, is supernatural. I got the time today. I want you to make time for this. I know you got the time today, Tentis, and I appreciate you guys for being such great moderators. But I also want you to make time to really perceive the supernatural being that you are. The only way that this dark magic, this darkness is able to take effect in your reality is if you give it your power. They have no power in this timeline. Because this is God's timeline. This is a holy, heavenly, divine, angelic timeline. So they have to use your energy against you, but only if you give it to them. Only if you give them you perceive them as being powerful. Yes, there are certain energies who have this in their lineage. Those ones, pray against them, rebuke them, send that energy back. I'm getting that these are like a bunch of baby witches. Or these are a bunch of energies that like don't fully know what they're doing, or they're paying for this work. I'm not feeling like yes, there are dark practitioners, but these dark practitioners are smart. Whoever these dark practitioners are reading on, they know not to touch your energy because it would be damning to them. This is a bunch of energies that are determined to have this fame and fortune, determined to have this success. Like, what I'm getting is dark practitioners that have this in their bloodline, they know better than to disgrace their ancestors. They know better than to fuck up their own balance coming for somebody that did nothing to them. They read you, and they've read you well, and they know not to mess with you. This is a bunch of darker baby energies that are determined to prove a point or gain rank. And these are only energies that can gain ranking and influence you by using your own energy. Like, I'm really not feeling that there's like a heavier dark practitioner because they're smart. Like, yes, at first they may have been throwing things, but they got hit. Like, there are dark practitioners that are looking at you and they're like, this is a very rare energy. You are a rare energy. They don't want to touch on your energy because of what happens when people do. You're special. You're rare. Oh my God, they're so, like, these energies are very, very interesting. I'm seeing one in the chat right now. I appreciate that you like my hair. But it's like these energies feel as though if they come at you a certain way, it's going to crack your aura, your armor. And what's hilarious is the delusion has led them to manifesting a deeper nightmare. But the reason you need to know about this is some of you are being antagonized by somebody who wants to crack your armor and then swoop in as the hero. Swoop in as like a lover. This is weird. And it's because of what you're about to get. Some of you have a celebrity or a very well-known energy that is attempting to tear you down so you don't receive this, but you're receiving it anyway, some type of recognition, some type of status, so they feel like they can swoop in as the hero and connect with you. This is weird. Some of you have a very weird, well-known energy. This might be somebody that was connected to somebody well-known. A karmic masculine or feminine? This is weird. They came in and intercepted. Yeah, somebody that like get in where they fit in. Belonging. This is like a pick-me. This is weird. I didn't expect this during the reading. Some of you, it's not just karmic individuals from your past. Like this is also dark elite energies. Like energies that have a certain position in life, but they got it through darker means and they're not able to hold on to it. So they're attempting to get cracks in your armor to bring you down, to siphon off your energy and to like take this from you. Or to like poke at you until they can attach themselves to you or come in as some type of like friend or lover. This is weird. This is a weirdo. She tried to put me down for my struggles. I said, cool. That's what this feels like. This feels like somebody that was antagonizing the collective, possibly making fun of you until they saw an interest in you. And now this energy wants to make it look as though people should not invest in you. So some of you have somebody that's continuously trying to weigh on you and is obsessed with like finding some way to get to you because of the opportunities and offers you're about to get to. And it's like, if they can't take you down, if they can't affect you, then they're going to try and find a way to be a friend or a lover. Be aware of who's attempting to approach you after you've seen what their harvest is. Like their fruits, like I talked about, the maggots on the strawberries, their harvest is going bad. Because they've been going bad. They've been naughty. Like whoever this is has been a bad baby. They've been... some of you might be taking this position from this person, or they feel like you are. This is weird. So it's like they want to know what your weakness is. They want to... Yeah, the roses have died. This is the roses that were painted red, though. Some type of evil queen energy or evil king energy. I told you, they're determined with determination and sustenance to keep this spot. Some of you have somebody that's trying to find out all about you so they can either get close to you and have access to this, or take it from you, or maintain it. Just like I said, don't give it any power. Because this energy has to use your energy to maintain some type of status. So if you feel a bit of weight on you, just cleanse your energy out and rebuke it in the name of Jesus. This is interesting. Somebody, This energy just came through like very bullheaded and angry. I heard entitled. This is somebody that feels like they are entitled to a life of luxury that is not meant for them. They may have even stolen this from somebody else, or they may have been siphoning out from others. And it's like you came through and your angelic energy just knocked like the fucking Sonic coins out of this bitch. I'm sorry, like what they're showing me is like you came through like Knuckles on a bitch and like you knocked out all of the divinity, the harvested divinity from this person. Like the way that they were parading around, your light just unmasked it all. Somebody has been unmasked as a bandit. I'm sorry, that shit's funny. Yeah, the way they showed me you knocking like the Sonic coins out of motherfucker. But these are all Sonic coins. This was all prosperity and light that was harvested from others. And you just unmasked it. They would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you and your mangy spirit guides. I know, it's the Knuckles. Like, you literally knuckle the fuck out of this energy. Look, drive. We got drive and joy. This is coming right towards you. Somebody has to relinquish this, release this. Like, so, I just heard three. They told me 3 days, and I look up 88 in the chat right now. Infinite abundance, 88 adds up to 7. This is angels. They have to. Angels are manhandling energies to give this to you. Like, it's time. Because you're supposed to be, like, this time next year, you are meant to be doing big shit. Some of you jets, travel. You're going to be speaking, possibly about a book you're writing, or about your experience, or you're going to be going to events. Some of you need to start putting out your music. Whatever this is, the action's being taken now, and it's being, you see how this rat, I've never noticed this. This rat right here has the whip. And it's like, it's go time. Somebody is getting their ass handed to them. They can't keep this from you, whatever this is. And we got clear your energy. They've been cleared out. I told you this is coming in quickly. Some decisions been made. Energy has been, something's been cleared. With clear your energy, something has been cleared for you. And I mean, like, for some of you, it's financial. They've cleared you, like stamp of approval. So some of you are about to get something that was held up in a court situation. Some of you are about to get an offer that energies have been debating on. And some of you are about to receive a new home, a new car, a new life, because you're already living it. As above, so below. This is why energies they were bent on keeping you broken. They were bent on keeping you low, because you being in a high vibration, they knew it was inevitable that you would reach this, that you would have this. Yeah, I can't. What did I just say? What did I just say about this decision being made? I can't make this up. Y'all just saw me shuffle the deck. A decision's been made. Somebody knows that you are capable of handling this splendor. That you're ready for this. You've been prepared. I don't know if you've been seeing like the phrase, you're ready. But that's for you. If you've been saying you're ready, you are. It's something that you were born for this. Interesting. Have you been seeing 333? 333, that's an indication your spirit team is ending something. Angels are all around you, and something's about to be delivered. Butterflies too. They said it has aligned in the stars for you. They knew that it was around this time that you would be receiving this. So it was written in your Akashic records and energies, like I said. They may have had your birth chart, but they didn't have the map. God had the map. It was something about them knowing around this time you would receive something. They just didn't know when and where and how. But God knew. And God gave you the keys to get there. God gave you the steps to get there. It's now. It's in your stars, like right now. The timing is now. And a ladybug, and I've been seeing spiders too, and spiders do mean manifestations being weaved into your reality, as well as feminine power. Somebody may have also been using bugs in their spell work, but like I said, that's irrelevant. They were really trying. So if you've been feeling like little like tickles on your skin, somebody might have... Ascension, yes. Skin crystalline process and upgrades, yes. But also somebody was also manipulating. But again, we're not giving them any power. Ooh, capacity to love and healing. So here comes this. You've got multiple eyes on you. These are energies that it's not just about working with you. It's about how enamored they are with your energy. You are extremely profitable and marketable. Your energy speaks for itself. You are in, they said, I just heard needlepoint precision. And they showed me a needle with thread and then the spider. Your thread, you're like a spider's silk. You weaved this, but it took needlepoint precision. They said, do you know how long it takes a spider to spin a web? To that perfection. No, I don't, Spirit. But it's about you, the time that it took you to weave in this reality and the way that you had to consistently affirm and reprogram your mind, reprogram the way that you viewed your reality while you were working on it, while you were spinning it. And it took needlepoint precision. That's beautiful. They've never put something like, gave me an analogy like that before, but I see it. Because how intricate a spider's web is, it really took you focusing and not allowing interference to fuck with your web, to fuck with your affirmations, your visualizations, and your self-concept. Some of you have been heavily studying manifestation, possibly even Neville Goddard, The Secret. Of course, I get a hair in my eye. I rebuke in the name of Jesus. Somebody is bent at the fact that you see this. You see. But you only needed your... Let me not do that sign. But you only needed your eye to see where you were going. While these energies had to spend thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, in order to attempt to obtain this. It was you using the monocle you had been given. The gifts you had been given. And now it's about taking action in certain areas. Like not being afraid to display your gifts. Ooh, Neville Goddard's dude's grandson DM'd you. This must be confirmation for you. Because they specifically said Neville Goddard. And I've actually been studying his methods for a few weeks now. And they work. So I would look into Neville Goddard, Abraham Hicks, The Secret. You guys know I keep bringing up The Secret because this is, if you're not in this energy, studying those methods will put you in this energy. Even the CIA released documents about how manifestation is real. And it's all about the reprogramming of the neural or the creation of neural pathways in your mind, as well as the reprogramming of how you perceive your reality. And energies, there are energies that are unable to do this. You completed out this level because of how you were not only resilient and held faith, but how your intelligence speaks for itself. Your knowledge you put to use. And it's not just the knowledge that has been given on earth, but it's also the knowledge you gained from the ethers. And you acted upon it. There are energies that don't receive channels and downloads like we do. They don't receive guidance. They go to darker means in order to find some type of way to manipulate their reality. And some energies are so asleep that they don't understand, even by reading and studying these methods, they don't understand how to put them to use, but you do. It's like there are energies that can read The Secret and feel like they know how to use it, but they're asleep. They're still asleep. They don't know how to actively reprogram their mind. Where they're consistently putting in effort, it's like they're unable to fully shift their perspective and shift their reality because there were some energies that were not meant to be able to do this. I'm sorry. There is literally like a hair poking me right in the eye. Oh my God, that is bad. It is like right in my eyeball. I'm sorry. Pause for a second because somebody is watching, I think, harder than they should be. Because I don't think I've ever had a cat hair in my eye that bad. Oh my God. Hi, honey. Oh, is a lover? Okay, so lover boy's up here. I tried to ignore it, but you guys, give me just a second. Because that was bad. Oh my God. I think I got it. Nope, it's still in there. Well, I'll just get it after we rebuke the evil eye, exactly. And excuse how dirty my mirror is. I need to clean the back of that. But somebody is watching hard, and with the fact that Loverboy got up here, this might be an ex-lover that I was talking about that does not know how to bend the spoon, Neo. And yes, judgment, of course, judgment. But that just proves my point. Like, somebody is throwing evil eye because they can't figure it out. They can't figure out how you figured it out. And it's like you left, they feel like you left them even though they left you. So somebody may be in a lot of trouble right now because of how their reality has come crashing down on them because they took lower vibrational means to acquire a high vibrational outcome. And you were just able to figure it out. It's like I said, some energies were able to read the CIA documents about manifestation and they're like, oh, I got this. I know how to do this. And then they're getting frustrated because it's not working. Where you may have read it and you're like, I see. Okay. Let me test this. Let me put it into action. Because there's different ways to manifest, and like we have, some of us work better with different methods. Some of us it's scripting, some of us it's visualization, some of us it's affirmation, some of us it's the concept, the I know concept, self-concept, just sitting in it. Like, each and every energy has been built differently. And for some of you, you do well all of them, like doing all of them. Some of you, it's like you intertwine your belief in God into your manifestations. And I love that because that's what I do. It's all about how you, what works best with your energy. And how you figure that out is all up to how you integrate these manifestation methods. So for those of you that were able to intake this knowledge and put it to use, there are energies that are envious at the fact that you have been able to do this. And it's kind of like the video that I saw today where there was, the video said it was a lazy man that was trying to steal apples. And this lazy man got caught and he got scared and he ran off into the woods. And he stumbled upon this old wolf that was just like, was crippled, like couldn't move, was just laying there. And this lazy man was like, how does this old wolf get fed? Like, how is this old wolf surviving? And then he hears a growl in the distance and climbs a tree because he's like, okay, well, I'm not getting eaten by whatever that is. And he sees a lion come up and leave meat for the old wolf, and the old wolf eats it. And this lazy man gets an idea like, okay, well, if God is supporting his creatures like this, that I can just sit there and do nothing and still, like, I can eat. God will feed me if I just sit here and do nothing like the wolf is. And the man sets up a space and is like hanging out for 2 days and then finally breaks down because he's so hungry and he's crying. And he's like, I don't understand why God would take care of the old wolf in this way, but not me. And who he was saying this to was an older man that he had stumbled upon in the woods, and he was crying to this older man. And the older man was like, because you are the lion that brought the meat, not the wolf. And I had to sit with that video because I just saw it this Grand Rising, and I was like, okay, God, like, what do you mean? Like, what is this? And for some of us, I won't say for some of us, for all of us, there are energies from our past that view us as the wolf that is being fed by the Lion of Judah. Protected by the Lion of Judah. We are being protected by God. And they feel as though if they sit and they don't do anything and they don't take action on what it is they're being guided to take action on, that they will just receive. But what they don't understand is the wolf had lived a very traumatic, brutal life. The wolf had been abused. The wolf had had triumphed over this abuse, and the wolf had finally reached a state where the wolf was being given to in the way that the wolf had given. And that's because they never, in the video, it didn't show the wolf's life. But this is how the Most High and my spirit team was laying this out for me. Some energies feel like you are just getting. They don't know the shit that you went through in order to receive. They don't know why God would protect you. Some of them do because they were a part of how you were abused and what you went through. But there are energies that they just see the outcome of your struggle. And the reason this is relevant is because it's you having your belief in this and you believing in the Most High that put you in a position to be able to receive from the universe, because you understand that you have to give to receive, but you are not giving just to receive. And everything you went through put you in a position to know without a shadow of a doubt that you are worthy of success. The wolf, without a shadow of a doubt, knew that they were worthy of food. And the lazy man just saw the wolf laying there and was like, maybe if I do the same, just laying there, I will receive. But it's not about how the wolf is receiving now. It's what the wolf went through in order to receive. We have gone through our trials and tribulations in order to not just have the testimony, but to sit in the energy of knowing without a shadow of a doubt there we are deserving of success. And some of you have some very envious eyes because they feel like you were chosen, like you were given this title of being chosen for no reason. So while they're going through their tests, they're looking at you sitting in the testimony, and they're getting envious because they don't know how you received your testimony after everything that you, like, some of these energies know what you have gone through, but they still believe you don't deserve this. And the reason I'm bringing up this story is because you guys need to understand that it's not a bad thing to be given to. It's not a bad thing to receive from the universe. It's not a bad thing to sit in luxury. It's not a bad thing to be happy, because you obtaining sustenance, you having luxury, you having abundance puts you in a position to give to others, to be able to help so many others. And there are energies that they're being put in a position to really look at how their life is going because of what they have done to others. So I say all that to say, you do have some envious eyes, yes, but you need to understand that you are deserving of everything that you are asking for. And don't be afraid to receive. You are meant to receive. And you're about to receive because you know this. Without a shadow of a doubt, you know it's a part of your spiritual quest. You know that this positive outlook you have has moved into your physical look at this. Has moved into your physical beginning. That you're ready. This delight isn't for you to feel guilty of. Because like I said, the wolf was receiving. The wolf was being taken care of. It is okay to have luxury. It's okay to have a nice house. It's okay. Like, I know, like my environment, I literally live in basically a Airbnb. But I am manifesting a grander life than this. Because I know I am worthy of it. I know I am worthy of a house. I know I am worthy of transportation so I don't have to walk everywhere. I know I am worthy of having the means to feed my fur babies and my community. I know that I am worthy of the abundance that I know is coming to me. It's not like even asking for it. I know without a shadow of a doubt that there is going to be a day that I receive this. That I receive my dream house. That I receive my dream car. That I receive the ability to take my fur babies to the vet, to give them everything it is that they want and need and deserve. I know that I am deserving of that lifestyle. And I'm not going to feel bad for saying that I know that I am deserving of this. You shouldn't feel bad for the things that you have on your dream board, for the things that you know that you are deserving of. You deserve to have a house. You deserve stability. You deserve happiness. You deserve great health. You deserve a fridge full of food, and you shouldn't have to feel bad about it. Because we can give to these other countries that are struggling when we are not. Because I do see some energies in here that are saying free Palestine. I want y'all to be, what about Oprah? Oprah has the means and the money to be giving back. Like, we deserve to have this abundance so that we can help Palestine. so that we can help Congo. But it's got to be a focus on self first in order to give outwardly, because like we can give $5, we have that. I've been donating, but I want to be able to have the means of having more to be able to send 2,000, 3,000 out. Shit, 10,000 to those that need it. But I've got to focus on affirming that my reality and manifesting that my reality so I can help others in that way. And like I said, none of us should feel bad for the abundance we know is ours, because that abundance is going to be used to help others. But this is how we do it. We first must shift our own reality to be able to shift others. So I know this has been a bit of a longer live. I am going to go ground a little bit before I go over to TikTok, because God wants me to do something a little bit newer over there, and I'm kind of excited but like nervous to do it. But I want you guys affirming in your reality what it is you know you are deserving of and not feeling bad for it. You deserve, like I said, great health, great happiness, security, abundance, a God-ordained spouse, to be loved unconditionally. You deserve the things that God requires you to have in this timeline in order for you to do more. You can't do more unless you have more. Exactly. God gives access to share. So don't feel bad for what you're about to have and how you're being seen and the opportunities and offers you're about to get. Your cup overflows so you can assist in filling others. Exactly. So I love you guys. I appreciate you so very much. I want you focused on high vibrational things. I want you to start your grand rising and end your grand night by intaking things that are going to put you in that abundant mentality. Do not start your grand rising off with what the karmics are doing, or like a dark magic, or like things that are going to make you feel unbalanced, imbalanced, or like angry or depressed or upset, or like, why are they still attacking me? Blah, 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 blah. Like, start your day off the way that you want to, like, start your day off the way that you want to live. Because I know some of us start our day off by thinking of bills, by thinking about how we're being attacked, or thinking about where's our inheritance, where's our house, why hasn't things taken off yet. Like, refrain from focusing on the negative at your grand rising and your grand night. And affirm before you go to sleep and every time you wake up. It's going to change your life, I promise. It's going to change the way you feel about your reality and how you feel you can manifest. Like I said, do not start your grand rising or end your grand night in a negative headspace. You will manifest that. But anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you so very much. I will see you over on TikTok in like probably 10, 15 minutes, if that. Maybe a little bit earlier. Because I don't take too long to ground. But I also want to get a new cup of coffee. So yeah, like 10, 15 minutes. I will see you over there. Like I said, we're doing something new. Like God wants me to try something new, and I'm kind of nervous. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you so very much. And remember to stay peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and stay respectful unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High before you ever check a motherfucker with grace. And like XXXTentacion would say, ay, if anybody tells you to lay down, run them the fuck over. But not with your car, vroom vroom, with your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy does it for us. So, until I see you guys again, whether it's on TikTok or on Wednesday, I love you, or tomorrow, because we'll be over on TikTok tomorrow. Whenever I see you, know that I love you, I appreciate you, I am so thankful for you, and I know it's going to sound cheesy, but you are worthy of being seen and unconditionally loved and provided for. Don't ever let anybody make you feel different. You don't have to feel bad for the fact that you are unconditionally loved. The universe, the Most High, and our spirit team takes care of us. You don't have to feel bad for the life that you're living or about to live. You're being put in a position to give back to others. But first, you must be in a position to be secure enough to give back to others. It's okay to struggle, but don't mentally stay there. Change the way you perceive your reality so that you can fully receive what God has for you. You got to see it. You got to see it in your third eye before you receive it. You got to see it, believe it to receive it. I love that. You got to see it to receive it to believe it. Or you got to see it, believe it to receive it. I love that. That should be on a shirt. I might put that on a shirt. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you so very much. And I will see you over on TikTok. So, until then.